Hey guys, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is the Lady Designer, and today we're here with more Planet Zoo 2 news because obviously Frontier keeps spoiling us with more information, new animal reveals every week. So I'm super happy to share this all with you guys. So we're going to look at all the 8 new animals in the Zoopedia, and we're going to talk about the behind the scenes evolving our animals article that they recently posted on their website. And we're also going to talk about the teaser that they shared in their newsletter. But before we do that, I quickly want to thank JT Scott Official for becoming a super FaveFam member. Thank you so much for your great support, and also of course to all other members that recently joined or that are supporting the channel for such a long time. Thank you all so much. Really do appreciate it. I'm super excited to jump into this Planet Zoo 2 adventure with you guys later this year, with hopefully lots of early access content. And in case you missed the Steam Summer Sale and you still want to complete your Planet Zoo collection, or you're completely new to Planet Zoo and you want to jump into the game and prepare yourself before Planet Zoo 2 launches, definitely go and check out the sponsor of our channel, Instant Gaming, because via their website you can get Planet Zoo and all its packs, but also games like Planet Coaster 2, The Sims 3, The Sims 4, Jurassic World Evolution, Prehistoric Kingdom, and so many other fantastic games with a really nice discount. You can find a link in the description of this video so you can easily find it, and by buying via their website you will get a great deal and you will also be supporting the channel. Thank you so much for that. So a messy start here because I already recorded the whole video until I realized that on the official YouTube channel they did not post this video yet. So they only posted this Hammerhead Shark video on their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, I think. So it will probably end up later on their YouTube channel, but I was editing the video and I was like, oh, totally forgot about the hammerheads. Oh my goodness. So let's just go and look at this little clip that they added for Shark Awareness Week. Hammerhead Shark Facts. Hammerheads have 360 panoramic view thanks to their unique shaped heads. Hammerheads like to travel in large schools, up to 500, and their special extra sense. They can detect electromagnetic signals? I think it said they're migrant with population known to travel the world every. Oh my goodness, this is going so fast. Okay, we need to do this slow. I'm going to mute the audio real quick here. Okay, Hammerhead Shark Facts, but also. Before we go and read further, notice this aquarium tunnel. Isn't that freaking fantastic, you guys? This seems to be a real proper tunnel, something we wanted in Planet Zoo for so long. We were able to do it with like a really buggy way, and yeah, well, it kind of worked. This is fantastic. Okay, let's first just go and look at the tunnel. Or is there not more to see about that tunnel? I'm just curious. Yes, there is a tunnel again here in the back. Oh, it looks so beautiful, doesn't it? Oh, it's so gorgeous. They have a special extra sense. They can detect signals. Yes, electromagnetic. They are migratory with populations known to travel the world. Why is it going so fast? Well, to reach different climates. They are sadly classified as critically endangered. Yeah, that's very sad. Due to being fished. Oh, this was the tunnel again. Oh man, the tunnel looks so freaking good. But also the hammerhead shark itself looks so amazing. Oh wow. And this is definitely one of those animals that were very high on my wishing list to see whenever we would get aquariums in Planet Zoo 2. And the fact that we finally have visual confirmation now, because we already did know about tunnels being a thing, but now that we have actual visual confirmation with beautiful tunnels, oh man, my hands just start itching of what we can do with these tunnels and what kind of fantastic aquariums we will be able to create with these tunnels. My goodness, it's going to be so freaking amazing. And the sharks just look Amazing. Okay, so enough with me and Future Lady. Use the timestamps down below if you want to skip to different parts of the video, of course. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of the video. Starting here with the beautiful lion. We already covered it in the previous video. I'm just so excited to see how this lion is improved. It looks absolutely amazing. And right over here you can see where you can find this lion. Inhabits savannas, grasslands, and open woodlands across sub-Saharan Africa and Asia, where they only survive in Western India today. Found in Africa, so yeah, I guess this is really the African lion. Still not entirely sure why they are not calling it the West African lion, or at least African lion in the Zoopedia here. They also did call it African lion on their Twitter page, but yeah, small little detail, I guess. Moving on to the blue wildebeest, which we also did see already in the trailers of Planet Zoo 2, the announcement. The blue wildebeest is a large antelope native to southern Africa and is also known as the common or white-bearded wildebeest or blindled gnu. I'm not really sure. We say gnu in the Netherlands. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce this in English. But anyways, it's a great animal to see being added in the game as well. And then moving on to the common Bluetongue. Now, for Planet Zoo 1, we did know that this reptile was an exhibit animal. We still don't have any information, unfortunately, about exhibits. Hopefully that is going to happen very soon. The common Bluetongue, also called common Bluetongue lizard or Bluetongue skink, is a species of reptile that lives in the woodland, scrublands, and semi-desert area of Australia. And I think this one was already part in the Australia pack as an exhibit animal. So yeah, it's nice to see this one return this time in the base game. Moving on to the gorgeous red deer. This one was already confirmed as well in one of the gameplay trailers or something like that. I think we saw it walking around in the Scottish Highlands, if I'm correct. The red deer is a widespread species of ungulate that lives throughout the temperate grasslands, woodlands, and scrublands of Europe, Northern Africa, and Central Asia. It has also been introduced to South America and Oceania. So this one can actually be found on a lot of places, which I never really realized. But yeah, great to see this one being added as well in the game. Another animal which we also did see was the plains zebra, now also added to the Zoopedia. The plains zebra is native to eastern and southern Africa, preferring to live in easy reach of water sources on the savanna. Can't wait to see these guys in these beautiful wildlife reserves. It's going to be so amazing. They're just so freaking gorgeous. And then one of my most favorite animals that are going to be added in Planet Zoo 2 is the Hawksbill Turtle. This gorgeous turtle we already did see, of course, in the trailers, but now also added in the Zoopedia. And I was actually just looking here. So the Hawksbill turtle is a medium-sized sea turtle living at the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. They inhabit tropical and subtropical marine environments such as coral reefs, lagoons, and coastal areas with rocky outcrops where sponges are abundant. And I was just looking here at the screenshots, but I guess it's just not exact. Can I zoom that? Just to see. Can we zoom this? Because like it is also coloring the Netherlands, right? But I never heard of anyone seeing a sea turtle or a hawksbill turtle, I should say, in the Netherlands. Oh, actually, can we just? We can move. Oh, that's really nice. We can see more of the sea turtle when we just zoom out here. Even though you can also just download all of these pictures, of course. But okay, side note, I just love the Hawksbill turtle being added in the game. And now also confirm the golden poison frog. I'm going to assume again that this is going to be an exhibit animal, just like we have it already in Planet Zoo 1. The golden poison frog, also known as the golden dart frog or golden poison arrow frog, is a species of poison dart frog endemic to the rainforests of the Pacific coast of Colombia. And you can see only this little spot right over here in South America. Oh my goodness. Okay. amazing, beautiful golden poison frog. I'm so curious about the exhibits. Oh my goodness, how often did I already say that? And last but not least, the Eurasian Brown Bear. This beautiful bear is also coming to Planet Zoo 2. I think it was already a base game animal in the first game, and you can tell that the fur and all is upgraded so much comparing to the first game. I think it's going to look absolutely fantastic, and the cubs will look so freaking adorable. Cannot wait to see those little ones running around. I do feel like bears are not as popular as I expected in the first place. I guess they are pretty underrated, and I feel like we should give these bears some more love with Planet Zoo 2. Let me know if you agree down below. Ranging from Europe to Central Russia, where it inhabits boreal and temperate forest, grasslands, and wetlands, the Eurasian brown bear, or Ursus arctos, is a subspecies of the brown bear. Oh, look, they even have this beautiful sign right over here. Obviously, on their website, you can read a lot more information about all these animals. Now, one thing that I'm actually curious about, because, okay, let me just zoom in again, because it obviously looks better how they officially made the website and the layout. There was something here with the biomes. We have habitat type, so habitat terrestrial, habitat flying. So does that mean that these animals can be combined in a habitat? I kind of feel like it, but then again, someone in the comments did mention to me, like, the picture that I was showing, it feels like that's a wildlife reserve instead of a habitat. So it's still not entirely confirmed if we can add terrestrials or flying animals together in one habitat. But they still do have exhibits. So yeah, one thing that we do know, we have exhibits, but how they will work, that's going to be the question. Then biomes, we have desert, estuarine, grasslands, lakes and rivers, mangrove, open sea, reef, taiga, temperate, tropical, tundra, and wetlands. So what if I add this? So we have the saltwater crocodile, Hawksbill turtle. Are you telling me that all these animals, let me just double check here. If I go to lakes and rivers, okay, no, I feel like all the boxes appear on every page. So we cannot really, yeah. Okay, so this is open sea, and it does not have only blue boxes. So what we can say for the next review, which is going to be in 3 days, is that we're only going to have 2 fish being revealed, and the rest is going to be terrestrial animals. So I'm super curious to see, can I select this all? To see how many birds we are going to get in the base game, or that the birds are going to be mostly added in packs. However, like, we only have 2 birds, of which one is the deluxe edition and one is the secretary bird. No, that's not right. We already have the Toko toucan also being revealed, and the bald eagle, I think it was. So yeah, okay, so they're not revealed, of course, in the Zoopedia yet, but I'm just super curious, like, how many of these animals are we going to get? Aquarium animals. Does this mean, wait, okay, so I see 4 spots here. Aquarium. Wait a second. Okay, 4 spots. Exhibit, 3 spots. Is that just to fill in the row? Because here we can't see any boxes, which is weird because there is a Togo. So I guess that's not a hint or something. No, yeah, no. I think they're just filling up the rows with boxes just for the alignment of the page. So I don't think that we can tell anything from that. Okay, so Africa, Asia, Atlantic Ocean, Europe, Indian Ocean, North America, Oceania, Pacific Ocean, South America. So what this does tell me, there's no Arctic one? That should be in here, right? I think so. So yeah, it looks like Any colder climate animals are maybe not in the game yet. I think I actually did see someone say, no, we actually have North America. But there are not that many North America. So where are you? Oh, yeah, okay. So you cover pretty much everything. So that makes a lot of sense. The axolotl is not much North America. Lakes, Mexico, remaining in their natural habitat. Hawksbill Turtle is also covering. So yeah, I guess something like North American animals, or like the North America pack with wolves and those kind of animals, that could be saved maybe for a paid DLC. But obviously we just have to wait and see. Like obviously European, like wolves could also fit the European thab. We also have the European bison. I'm just thinking out loud here, of course. So conservation status, critically endangered. Yeah, that's pretty much the same, of course. And obviously we only have content packs, which is all in deluxe edition as of right now. But I'm going to assume that in December of this year, there is going to be at least one more pack. And with Planet Zoo, the first pack was the Arctic pack. So then we got the polar bear and the reindeer and the Arctic wolf, and what was the other one again? The doll sheep, I think it was. So it could be a pack with maybe also penguins, for example, like the king penguin or the emperor penguin. But I hope there's going to be so much more penguins in here, because I don't know about you guys, but I just absolutely love penguins. But it could also well be some kind of birds pack. No, I think it's going to be more of like regional packs, so they can tie it to wildlife reserves, if that makes any sense. So with every pack, it will be tied to a certain region, and then you will get access to this new wildlife reserve as well. So I think something like that will happen, and then the pack will hopefully include 6 to 10 animals, which is going to be a variation of the aviaries, terrestrial, and aquarium animals, if you guys know what I mean. I think something like that would make total sense here. But super curious to hear your thoughts about this as well, obviously. Right, so now let's jump into the article, Behind the Scenes, Evolving Our Animals. Join us as we head behind the scenes for an in-depth look at exactly how we create the species for Planet Zoo 2, discover what's changed in the years since the original Planet Zoo, and learn just what makes our animals such a leap forward. Heyo zookeepers, let me just zoom this in a little bit. The process of creating Planet Zoo 2 truly awesome animals is a long one, requiring extensive research, huge skill and dedication from our talented development team, along with more than a little elbow grease, with a bit of Frontier secret spices thrown in for flavor. Join us as we head behind the scenes for an in-depth look at exactly how we create our terrestrial species for Planet Zoo 2, discover what's changed in the years since the original Planet Zoo, and learn just what makes these animals such a leap forward. Building a sequel. When creating the animals for Planet Zoo 2, we found ourselves in the privileged position of starting from a solid foundation with over 7 years of development on the original Planet Zoo to build upon. After bringing over 200 animals to life, we had a wealth of information, established processes, and ingrained knowledge which really enabled the team to hit the ground running for Planet Zoo 2. For example, we greatly improved the collaborative efforts across our team to really push the limits on what we could do and figure out new methods of working together for the huge collaborative undertaking that is creating a game. Of course, it wasn't only our experience in creating animals and ways of working that had developed. I remember this. This was a free update part where the animals were just sniffing. I have to admit that I don't think that I've ever seen them doing this in the game, but now reading this article, it makes total sense that this was one of the things that they were already working on, and they pretty much just wanted to test it in Planet Zoo, if I can call it that way. Technology and tools we have also grown leaps and bounds over this time, providing extensive new opportunities from upgraded fur shaders to new materials for transmissive and subsurface gathering. All these advances have enabled the team to bring even more detail to our animals for Planet Zoo 2, with unrivaled realism in how their fur, skin, feathers, and skills are rendered in your zoos. One of our first stops was auditing the animals we had created for the original Planet Zoo, some of which were over 7 years old, and then identifying which ones to start with, completely rebuilding them from the ground up with this new technology. So these are the lions now, the refurbished lions from Planet Zoo 2, which we saw in that previous trailer thing that they released. It wasn't really a trailer, it was more like a gameplay review of the awe-inspiring animals feature focus. That's what it was called. Man, they look so much better now. From the very beginning, our community has been invaluable in building this sequel. You've been with us all the way. You just may not have realized it. Oh yes, we do now, Frontier. Oh yes, we do. Our passionate fans have a keen eye for detail and have provided extensive feedback and commentary over the years, so we've been continually listening all the journey to keep track of everything that has been said about the original Planet Zoo's animals. We dove into forum posts, watched hours of videos, and scorched your wish list to build an extensive hit list of where to focus and make Planet Zoo 2 animals even more special. We even spoke to you directly using surveys to gauge how some of our early ideas would rank across the community. Oh, I bet the birds and aquariums were both equally high in that survey. Wherever possible, we've been folded all of your feedback into our approach to Planet Zoo 2's animals, making it truly a collaborative effort between our development team and the community. Well, if there's one thing we can tell, they definitely listened, read all of the feedback. I mean, how often, as of until now, we've already mentioned so often that it's been crazy how well they have been listening to the community's feedback and all of our wishes. It's insane, and it shows. They really put in the time and effort to try and listen to what the community really wanted for Planet Zoo 2. Absolutely love it. Hit in the books. Creating awesome true-to-life animals is at the heart of our approach to Planet Zoo 2, so there's no better place to start than looking to the natural world. When designing an animal, we conduct extensive reference gathering and research, from tips to the zoo to online research and consulting with experts. For every species, we source from publicly available wildlife photography to build huge compilations of reference for each species. Through this process, we've often been very grateful to the photographers who capture the more unusual angles of animals. Sometimes it's really not clear what the undersides of paws or the back of heads look like from general reference gathering, so these more specific shots are fantastic help. We also watch huge amount of footage of animals, including everything from nature documentaries to YouTube deep dives. This footage is especially useful in helping us understand how the underlying anatomy works, what body landmarks are useful for sculpting in the model, how the animals look in motion, and what behaviors we can expect to see from them. And then they show this gorgeous picture of this lioness with cubs. Oh my goodness. Oh, I wish I made this picture. For those of you that are into animal photography, I would not consider myself as a professional one, but if you want to follow my personal animal photography, you can find it on Instagram, The Lady Photography. I will link it in the description of this video. Just a little side note here. I obviously also have a normal Instagram, The Lady Designer, if you want to follow that one. Feel more than welcome to join join me there, but oh my goodness, what a gorgeous picture this is. It doesn't end with visual reference gathering either. We also consulted with an external researcher to gather information about each species, as well as reading ethological studies and zoological literature. This occasionally resulted in some trips down the rabbit hole as we discovered cute or unusual behaviors that we wanted to represent in the game. My goodness, I'm learning so many new words here. I'm so sorry if I ruin any of the pronunciations here. That being said, I find it so fantastic and so fascinating how much of research they did for these animals. And I'm just so curious what of these behaviors, unusual behaviors, and cute things we're going to be seeing in the game, and we be like, wow, did they even just add this small little detail? Like they didn't have to in the zoo game, but yet they did. So I'm going to pay close attention to that, I guess. Since we apply audio to all parts of our animals' movements and behaviors, not just their vocalizations, we also complete extensive research into how these animals sound. This requires asking lots of questions, including considering how big an animal is, how they eat and drink, do they lap with their tongue or purse their lips, what circumstances change the sounds they make, and how their sounds vary between adults, juveniles, males and females. To answer these questions, we use a whole range of resources to research all of this information, including huge libraries of audio that we can dip into, and even seeking specific audio files from animal specialists. All in all, this research across all our disciplines results in an incredible bank of reference information for every species in Planet Zoo 2, encompassing everything from the structure of their musculature to the sounds their feet make and how they behave when living in the wild or in zoos. This huge bank of information is then refined to work within Planet Zoo 2's systems, with the team completing daily critique sessions to review progress, and stay true to our vision for Planet Zoo 2. Oh my goodness, once you start to hiccup in all these sentences, I'm so sorry about that. Discover all the animals appearing in Planet Zoo 2 by visiting the Zoopedia. Down to the last detail. Once we have extensive library of information about species, we can start the process of bringing them to life on our screens. We don't create concept art for our in-game animal models, since what better reference is there than the natural world? First, our team sculpt a 3D model of the animal in ZBrush, using our reference materials to translate the species autonomy and form into high polygon sculpts. Oh, look at this. I have never heard of ZBrush, but I guess all of you 3D modelers out there absolutely love these kind of things. I cannot really appreciate seeing this and how much incredible work goes into creating these animals. This is amazing. So this is the work in progress, of course. The model is then taken through retopology, a process where the high detail ZBrush. The model is then taken through retopology, a process where the high detail ZBrush sculpt is taken into our 3D software Maya, and a low poly game ready mesh is created. This allows us to create an in-game asset that features a high level of detail and fidelity while reducing the overall size of the model so that it can be rendered efficiently in-game for a smooth gameplay experience. This process also involves creating loops in the topology, which are suitable for all the different animations the animals will do, without deforming the model. This is particularly important for supporting Planet Zoo 2's new features, including the visible pregnancies some animals exhibit. I totally missed that part. Like, how did I miss the pregnant belly? You guys, I can't believe that they actually did this. Now, if we just look back at what they say, like they're really looking at all the wishes from the community. I know that we have not seen any baby stages or juvenile stages or like the juvenile stage we did see, of course, but I mean, like, gradually growing up. I think that is definitely one of the highest wishes. Even more the fact that, okay, we have pregnant bellies now. Okay, it might be more of a higher age thing, and they might want to keep the game. I don't actually know what it is. Is it PG-3 or PG-13? Or I actually have no idea. However, I mean, how fantastic would it be, just like the Tasmanian Devil, which kind of looks like this birth animation, which is obviously not really the case because it's coming out of the pouch. I mean, I would so much love that, and having real tiny babies feeding with their mom. I can kind of feel like that is not going to be a thing in the game right now. Not going to be a base game thing. But oh boy, if that would be a free update thing that all the animals at that point will have, I would cry. I will cry. Frontier, if you're listening, I will cry. I would absolutely love that. I mean, that will be like the next big stage for Planet Zoo 2. I hope that's not going to be a Planet Zoo 3 thing. But like a Planet Zoo 2 having babies really being born, being super tiny, seeing their first steps in the game, seeing them really grow up. My goodness, if they are ever able to pull that off in the game, my life would be complete. I mean, man, yeah, I would absolutely love that. But this is like the first step towards things like that, realism like that. I'm obviously very much wishful thinking here, and I just hope Frontier, yeah, I'm sure that Frontier did get this feedback. It's more of the question if they're able to pull it off, and if how hard that would be to make that a real thing in the game. I mean, there's a reason why we have no real babies, but like juveniles and not real babies, and then they just grow up all at once instead of like gradually growing. I mean, I can't imagine that that's like a lot of work, or that maybe animations will not work as well anymore if things like that happen. So I guess that could be a really hard thing. But man, that will be just so amazing. I'm so sorry for that thingy here in the bottom. Next, we hand paint the model in Substance Painter to appear as realistic as possible, painting fur and placing hair cards to simulate Lucius manes and wispy tails. Before setting up the model in our game engine, this process requires our character art and shader art teams to work closely together to generate all the special materials and custom shaders we use to create truly lifelike fur and skin effects on our models in-game. Poetry in motion. Once the character art team has completed their work to sculpt and texture the model, it then passes on to our rigging department, who place all the joints inside the model, allowing our animators to bring them to life. This takes lots of skill and careful planning, giving the huge variety in skeletal structure and locomotion within the animal kingdom. Man, this animation is so freaking adorable. I can't get over it. I keep watching it. I have some shorts on my channel as well with these animations just in the game. Like, obviously these lions are not entirely how they look in Planet Zoo, but if you just want to see this emotion or animation, I should say, you can find this as a short video on my channel as well. I actually just recently uploaded one because I had it still somewhere on the channel. I totally forgot. I was like, oh, I need to upload it before Planet Zoo 2 will actually launch, and we're going to see, hopefully, this animation again with the new graphics in Planet Zoo 2. I will make sure to link it in the description, by the way. Each of our animations are crafted to capture each animal's unique unique personality as well as work with our layered systems in the game. We've taken our animation layering system to the next level for Planet Zoo 2, adding even more controls and bands to make the animals' movements really smooth. Each animation is broken down into bite-sized layers like head movements, ear flickers, and tail whiskers, to name a few. This allows us to layer up all these different animations into the final result you see in the game, giving each animation's motion more nuance as they react to the world around them. Look at this. Oh yeah, it's going to lay down. Is it going to sleep as well? Oh man, the blocks here. Throughout this process, our animation team consult with different departments to determine what we want to include in each animal's animation set, such as mouth movements from the audio team or wing poses from the character art team. Each species represents unique challenges in how they move, meaning every animation requires a slightly different approach, but the team love pushing their skills in different ways to bring each and every species to life. I cannot even imagine how it would feel to be working as this developer on these type of animation, just being like, oh, what if I do this, or what happens if I do that? Oh, can we make this animation possible, or can we make this movement possible? I bet this is one of the best jobs out there when being a game developer. I have no idea. I am obviously not one, but I can imagine this can be such a fun and rewarding job in general. We'll be back for a closer look at Planet Zoo 2's aquatic and flying species soon. The son of nature. Next, it's time to give our animals their voice. The sound for our animals come from a huge variety of sources, from specialized animal sound libraries to audio directly recorded by our audio team, and from trusted partners and institutions specializing in animal research. To manage the complexity of movement and behavior for our upgraded Planet Zoo 2 animals, we also had to expand our existing footstep and movement library, as a real-world recording of an animal might have happened on grass when we would also want our animals to climb or traverse diverse environments. The audio team need to create all these layers separately so we can recombine authentic sounds for every possible combination that you can build in Planet Zoo 2, requiring this massive variety of sources to work from. For Planet Zoo 2, we completely rebuilt the way animals produce sounds to ensure perfect sync as animals run, swim, and climb. All Foley sounds are now bound directly to the skeletal movements of each animal. Data from body, head, and tail movements help determine how animal moves across the diverse environments you create. So animation-driven audio remains in perfect sync with the expanded movement sets of animal. So here we have the lion roar that we also saw in the footage we uploaded earlier. Oh man, it's so freaking good. Absolutely love it. For the crucial area of vocalization, we focused on improving how animal welfare is communicated, increasing the diversity of calls, and creating more audible interaction between animals of the same species. The animation and audio team works very closely together to create more variety in these vocalizations. Jointly, they develop a new system called ADP, Audio Driven Partials. This system uses the volume curves of each vocalization to directly animate the animal's mouth and other body parts, forming a unified presentation where the vocalization and animation are locked in sync automatically. This has allowed us for the first time to create vocalizations of varying length and expand their variety and rhythm beyond the previously fixed length of hand-authored facial movements. Oh man, this is just so freaking cool. For some reason all the videos are muted, so I need to unmute it before playing it. Let's do it again. Oh man, this is so good. it's insane. I mean, how often are you in Planet Zoo 1 and you just be like, okay, that audio is not really in sync, but it's always the same audio loop that you're hearing. The improvements that they made in the audio is just freaking fantastic. Absolutely love it. By this point, we have the animal's movement and vocalizations ready, but we also wanted to improve player feedback about the animal's welfare and general surroundings. A background vocalization system continuously scans all animal brains. More on that in a moment, triggering vocalizations at the correct time to match the animal behaviors and moods. These procedural-driven vocalizations are a vastly improved system compared to the original Planet Zoo, which has more random and less repetitive of the welfare state of the animal, with the animal brain and mood determining the sound they make. This results in much more reactive and authentic audio. Yeah, I'm just speechless. I'm just speechless about all of this. I would have never imagined this all being possible. Okay, let's watch this one. Oh my goodness, rest in peace my ears. Oh, that was quite loud. Hopefully you guys didn't notice that yourself as well when watching this video, but oh man, this freaking fantastic. This system also brings emergent audio behavior to our animals in Planet Zoo 2. For example, if an animal is unhappy because they don't have access to enough food, they might vocalize to indicate this. This can even spread across the other animals in the habitat, leading them to all let the player know their collective displeasure. Wow, that's insane. Seeing these new systems work together has also resulted in us discovering new wonderful, unplanned behaviors from our animals. We noticed that when something good happened to make our chimps happy, this automatically created a crescendo of excited and happy chimp sounds rippling across the habitat, which would then gradually dissipate as their moods return to a neutral state. These sort of organic events are not directly engineered by us and are a happy consequence of your park management. It just makes me smile because it's just so freaking cool. It's years of research and cooperative development coming together in interesting ways, which we can't wait for you to discover. I tell you this, Frontier, I really cannot wait to discover all of these little things. I mean, playing franchise mode and enjoying the game, enjoying the animals are getting such an extra level of excitement and fun. Oh man, I seriously can't wait for this. Animal instinct. Outside of the huge visual and audio improvements we've made to our animals for Planet Zoo 2, we've also entirely rewritten the animal brain from the original Planet Zoo. Animals in Planet Zoo 2 are now more reactive and think about their decisions more than ever before, using a dynamic system to take into account things like the time of day, the season, the weather, their initial state, and even the actions they've performed previously. Oh, it's so good, isn't it? Oh, I love this screenshot, by the way. It's so beautiful. When creating a new behavior for our animal, we first consider whether they will want to showcase as part of their standard routine or as a behavior that is performed in response to something. If it's a reactive behavior, we consider what sort of triggers make sense. For example, if an animal comes across something that scares them, they should do their best to avoid it. We also consider what factors might cause a behavior to occur more or less often as a result. For example, these scared animals will be less likely to use enrichment objects. Man, they thought of everything. As part of this improvement of the animal brain for Planet Zoo 2, we rewrote our entire behavior system structure, which makes creating specific combination of actions a lot easier. An action like sleeping in the original Planet Zoo may have had only a few special cases, but when generally restricted to an animal being on the ground and in shelter, now with our new system, we'll be able to specify unique cases for each situation an animal can find itself in. Whether on the ground, climbing, swimming, or even in the sky, animals can adapt to activities like sleeping for each of those situations. These behaviors are also need to look appropriate for both zoo and wildlife reserves, and we are incredibly mindful of authentically representing the animals in both locations. After all, an animal in the wild may behave differently to an animal in the zoo. Oh, that makes following the animals in wildlife reserves also even more fun to just discover and follow them. And oh man, the first thing I am thinking of when reading this, especially when it comes down to the climbing, I mean, we had the koalas, but I don't know if you guys had the same bugs as I did, but very often in my game, they were just walking on the floor instead of like climbing. Wow. I think I've yet to see a koala in a zoo or in real life. I mean, in the wild, that will be freaking a dream, of course. And there is one zoo in the Netherlands that has a koala, which I will be visiting in a few weeks. But I think, for what I can tell, koalas are mostly climbing, sitting in trees or climbing frames or whatever. So they do, of course, move sometimes over the ground, so that's not weird. But in Planet Zoo, when we had the Australia pack, yeah, there has been issues with these climbing animals that you just didn't see them in the trees where they belong. So it's fantastic to see that they created this different system now where these animals will be climbing a lot. And the same goes for birds. Like, it would be very weird if the birds would only be walking on the floor, of course, instead of flying around, which they will probably do a lot more often in wildlife reserves. So I'm super interested in everything surrounding just their natural behavior and how that is going to work in Planet Zoo too. It's amazing to see how much effort and work went into this. This change in animal behavior extends to how they cope with their welfare needs. In original Planet Zoo, we had a long list of behaviors that influenced how an animal would best try to preserve their welfare, leading to repetitive cycles of animals sleeping, drinking, and eating, with little time to do anything else. Oh yeah, totally agree. For Planet Zoo 2, we have slightly detached the behavior systems from animal welfare, allowing animals the ability to present a wider variety of actions than you'd see previously. We've even encouraged our animals to not only show realistic behaviors, but to demonstrate a wide variety of behaviors, making watching an individual animal more rewarding, as they're encouraged to show off what they can do. Oh man, cannot wait to follow all these cuties in action. That's gonna be so exciting. The design and animation team work closely together to use a variety of behaviors in specific situations and further push the authenticity of our animals. For example, our chimps are encouraged to perform the majority of their behaviors while climbing, as that's how chimps prefer to spend their time in the natural world. While a chimp can perform actions on the ground, we create more for them to do while climbing, resulting in more natural-looking behaviors. For Planet Zoo 2, we also developed a powerful new interaction system that lets our animals interact with loads of objects in their environment that they were previously unable to use. Many of the natural objects you place in a habitat can now be eaten from, rubbed against, or even used to get a good scratch in. You can place these objects at any position, any rotation, and any scale. Oh my goodness, thank you, Frontier. And our animals will still use them if the object is accessible in some way. My goodness, that sounds just so freaking fantastic. It was important to us that animals in Planet Zoo 2 don't only interact with their environments in a realistic way, but also interact with each other in more ways than ever before. The original Planet Zoo featured social animations, but for Planet Zoo 2, we wanted all aspects of an animal's decision making to be affected by how their peers were behaving. This led us to the concept of formations, a new system where animals in a group are incentivized to perform the same action together. All these new behaviors and systems come together to interact with each other, which can lead to lovely shared moments moments between animals that aren't hard-coded into our systems. Scenes like one animal leading another to water, or an animal knocking an enrichment item into a sleeping mate and waking them up, are all things that can now happen without any direct input from us. Oh man, that just sounds so freaking cool. Discover more about our amazing animals in our feature focus. That one we cover. Why is this blank? Oh, okay, yes, the feature focus, the awe-inspiring animals video that we covered last week already. All together now, Planet Zoo 2's animals have had more than just a facelift thanks to a truly collaborative process involving everyone working in a team at Frontier, building on years of experience from the original Planet Zoo and listening to the passionate voices of our community. Our animals have been the subject of a huge amount of love and attention to detail, and we can't wait until you get to meet them yourselves in your zoos and wildlife reserves this October. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I was expecting this to be a very interesting article, but this article actually makes me even so much more excited for the game that I was expecting before I started reading it. There are just so many great things and awesome features and changes to the animal behavior. I really cannot wait to explore the game with you guys on the channel. So yeah, in case you're still new here, definitely make sure to subscribe, of course, if you want to join me on this journey. And for everyone out there watching right now, my oh my, I cannot wait to go on this adventure with you all. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like at this video if you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I just really do hope to see you guys all in the next one. Bye guys! And no, not that fast, lady. Guess the animal. We obviously need to look at the newsletter that they released this week. And if you're not receiving it, but you did sign up for it, or at least you think you signed up for it, and you tried it again and you're still not receiving the newsletter, don't worry. I had the same thing. Check your spam filter. Trust me, I just thought, like, okay, if I search for Planet Zoo 2, I will also see stuff in my spam filter. Well, that's not the case. Mine was in my spam filter, and I just had to make sure that it wasn't seen as spam anymore. So now I am receiving the newsletter, and I already was. But yeah, I just wasn't getting the message here. So please be sure, let me know in the comments down below if it worked for you as well. So guess the animal. Guys, I find this one a very hard one. I've seen so many guesses. My first reaction was, this is a crab or a lobster. Something like that with like a weird angle. That's my highly educated guess. But I'm super curious to hear what animal you guys think you are seeing here. We've made this one a bit tougher. Our field researcher didn't quite capture this one in as much detail as the other teasers. We're pretty sure it's a fish, or maybe a bird, potentially a land animal with some flair, or we're just tired of you guessing correctly in the first minute. Think you know what it is. You will find out on Tuesday, but in the meantime, join the other zookeepers guessing on Discord. Then check out the Zoopedia to see what other animals are coming to Planet Zoo 2. Well, as we already said, it's not very likely that we're going to see a bird with the next releases, as we only saw 2 boxes of the aquatic animals, and the rest, I think 6 of them, were terrestrial animals. So yeah, it's not a bird. I think that's all I dare to say at this point. I love it. I love it that it's harder than the other ones, because they were a bit like, oh yeah, it's too easy. This one is hard. Frontier, keep them coming. Keep them coming. What else do we have? We have the awe-inspiring animals video footage that we already covered, which is on the channel if you missed it. Behind the scenes, evolving our animals. We also did cover that one. Ready to build your dream zoo? Heck yes, I am ready. Are you ready as well? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I really hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.